Cannonball Man back here with you again. I'm gonna do a review on my personal medical kit. This kit ranges about $42, $43 from my local Walmart. All depends on what you get and what you put in it. So I'm gonna work on the sides and then work our way in. I'll bring you up and show you what's in the inside, and then I'll pull stuff out. So on this side, if you're wondering, I just use this to carry it around, but it's really just to put it around your waist and wear on the back. But I don't really use it. If I had to, I would. But this is an outdoors products bag. So on this side, hand sanitizer. Very important to keep your hands clean, and also keep the patient or anybody you're working on protected. On this side, I have a medical emergency knife as a glass breaker, a seatbelt cutter, and then it's just a regular knife. I wouldn't use this on somebody. I'd use them to get them out of a car or any kind of situation like that. So I have that. And then on this side still, I have just a simple little tiny one cell flashlight. It's got strobe on that kind of for nighttime, or if I'm in a dark room or something like that. Alright, so now we're going to work our way in to the big pocket first. So unzip from top. This is what it looks like from top. Really can't see much, but I'm going to go through each product I have in here. First, thermometer. Very important to see what somebody's body temperature is at. Also protection to the patient, which is thermometer covers. So that's that. Next, we've got tape, medical tape, to wrap up somebody for rolling up gauze, rolled gauze, or gauze pads. Next, we have trauma shears. These are just a cheap pair of trauma shears. I'm thinking about getting some new ones. Tell me some good trauma shears in the comments below. Oh, and also like and subscribe. Trauma shears, gloves. Keep yourself protected and the person you're working on. Nylon gloves. Not nylon, but, you know, medical gloves. Next, we're going to get into the gauze pads I have. First, we have 4x4s. We have 4x4 gauze pads for chest wounds and that kind of thing. But usually you don't want to use gauze on somebody that has a chest wound. I got to get some chest wound seals and that kind of thing. Next, we have 3x4s. They're non-stick pads, but they have adhesive tabs that you pull. When you put on, you pull them and it sticks to them. In case you don't have tape, but more than likely you probably have tape if you have these. You got 2 of them. This is very important too. I'm going to tell you on the range of how more important it is than other things. This is probably on a 1 to 5 scale, 5 being the most important, 1 being the least important. This is probably a 2, maybe a 2. It's for somebody if they sprain their ankle, sprain their hand, wrist, or anything like that, or have bruises or really bad like blunt force injuries. You crack this open and it gets really cold. Next, this is probably on a scale of 1 to 5 importance, a 4. Blood pressure and heart rate. This is just a simple one. I'm actually going to get one that's smaller, and that goes on your finger. And that one actually measures oxygen too. Just a blood pressure, check your blood pressure, that kind of thing. Very important. Next, most people don't have this in their medical kit. Very important. Emergency thermal blanket. Say somebody goes in shock outside in the middle of winter. And the most important thing is to keep them warm and keep them calm if they have an injury or been in a car wreck or anything like that. Hypothermia is a very bad thing. Thermal blanket keeps you warm. Next, smaller 2 by 3 inch adhesive tab gauze pads. 2 of them. Next, we have 2 just small 2 by 2 inch 2 of these gauze pads. Don't even stick to you. You have to use tape or rolled gauze on them. Next, popsicle sticks. No, sounds crazy. Popsicle sticks are the best thing. If you have to splint anything or use it to check somebody's throat or mouth if something's lodged, but you usually wouldn't use this to dislodge it. These are cotton tip applicators. If there's a deep wound and you have to put antibiotic ointment or anything like that, use these. More protective to the patient and you. This is probably the most important thing I have in my kit. Most people probably don't know. If you do, then you do. It is powder. Basically, you open it up, and if somebody has a cut to an arm or it's on their major artery, you take this stuff, you sling to the bottom like this, you open it up and you pour it, and it's powder, and it helps clot your blood more. So like for blood, people taking blood thinners, like old people or that kind of thing for a medical injury, you use this and it helps clot their blood even faster than it would be put pressure. So you put this on the thing and use pressure. Very important. I got 2 of those. That's it for that pocket, the big pocket. Now we're going to move on to the medium-sized pocket here. So this is more of my kind of medicine, and I have 2 rolled gauze. This is rolled gauze. These are very important for if you have an injury to the armpit or the groin or anything like that, to where you need, it's a hard place to put gauze. Very important. I recommend 2 of these for your medical kit. No matter how experienced you are, you should always have these. Really important. Next, I have some Allegra allergy tablets for adults. Somebody's allergies are acting up, they need help. There you go. Just some towelettes to clean your hands off and that kind of thing. They're not sterile, so be careful with those. Next here, triple antibiotic ointment. Very important for keeping cuts and wounds from getting infected. Very important. I gotta get some more of those. I only have 2 of those. Alcohol prep pads. Very important for if you're gonna give somebody a shot, put IV in, take blood, draw blood, or anything like that. Or prepping emergency equipment, medical equipment, like trauma shears. Even though you're not gonna be using them inside the person, still want to keep them sterile. I got 1, 2, 6 of those. Very important. That's a need for a medical kit. Next, just some vitamin C. This is, you don't really need these. This is just to help you get vitamins and nutrients, and if you're low on like electrolytes and that kind of thing. They're not really that important, but called emergency C. There you go if you're looking for that. But yeah, that's in case. And onto the last pocket, the front pocket, the easiest to access. Regular Band-Aids, some longer ones, some shorter ones, keeping them all bundled up. It's probably the biggest Band-Aid I've ever seen in my life. There's 3 of them. They're Band-Aids for knees, elbows, that kind of thing. Because I fell so many times, and when I was younger, just fall and get scraped up and stuff. These are very important. I have 10 of these butterfly sutures for in case you get cut and you need to suture something up and you don't have needle and thread or something sterile like needle and thread for cuts and stuff. Very important. And the last thing is, I never heard of this stuff before, but I'm gonna try it out next time I have something like a small cut or something. It's called New Skin. It's like a liquid bandage spray. You spray it on, you let it dry, spray it on again, and let it dry. And it's for small cuts and blisters and that kind of thing. But it's like a spray-on Band-Aid. Especially for like younger little kids. Don't like Band-Aids because it's sticky and that kind of stuff. Or just elderly people that don't like Band-Aids. I think this is the way to go. I'm going to try it out. Leave a comment down below if you think that this is good. New Skin. Alright guys, well that's my simple medical kit. Leave a comment if you think I need to add something else. I'm going to try getting a tourniquet or a rack tourniquet. Stop blood flow if you need to. Somebody's cut really bad. But yeah, that's my personal medical kit. And this is all of it laid out here. It's a lot, and it fits in a small pouch, but that's the thing I love. Well, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.